So in my recent builds of doing like, not replica, but like I would say tribute, musician tribute instruments. We had the Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 pink jazz bass with the P bass pickup configuration. Tom DeLonge's Stratocaster from Blink-182, and then over there I did my own kind of Eddie Van Halen build. This guitar used to be a cheap, it was called a Starcaster. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll show you what a Starcaster looked like. This is a Starcaster, and they were at a time in the early to mid 2000s when Fender was trying to compete with very cheap other manufacturers making budget friendly beginner instruments, and they were sold at like big box stores like Costco. So this is one of them. You can get these things for like $50 or less these days sometimes. And I gutted it, and I put tape all over it and did the multiple paint jobs like Eddie did. I even decided I wanted to do some like relicking on it, make it look like it's road worn. There's some right there on that horn. So, give it a little bit of character. I had to install a Floyd Rose locking tremolo system like Eddie did on his Frankenstrat, which required me to chisel out wood up here, remove the little skinny bone nut, and put a locking nut on it. I did a little custom head decal design with my last name. And let's see, what else did I do after that? The electronics are, it's, like he did. It was a simple single humbucker. Now, he had the open area here because he just cut this off and kept this part of the scratch plate. And then the open cavities for the other pickups were here, which he mounted the three-way switch, which didn't work because he couldn't figure out how to make it work. And so he just put it inside the middle cavity, and then a blank neck pickup in the neck position that it wasn't working either because he couldn't get it wired up. He didn't know how to get it working. So those were there. And since I'm not trying to fully make a copy of his guitar, I'm doing my own thing. I thought, all right, there's no point for a three-way switch. Or a five-way switch, whatever. There's no point for an additional pickup, so I'll just keep the pickguard intact, and I just cut out a little extra area of material to fit around the Floyd. Obviously, we got the knob that says tone, where we're using the volume, because Eddie Van Halen used the tone knob instead of one that said volume, because he thought that's, getting more tone. I put a Killswitch in this guitar. Yeah, and other than that, that's about it. And it's pretty cool. It has really nice low action. Let's see if I can... I'm no Eddie Van Halen. I had to learn some Eddie riffs because I built the guitar, so bear with me. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you couldn't see what I was doing, I was engaging the kill switch there. So. So you can use that kill switch rhythmically to cut the signal. Let's see. Let's try our hands at, literally try our hands at this. I'm not very good at this. All right. Tapping. If you build a Frankenstrat, you gotta tap. At least learn that little bit of eruption. I'm not good at tapping, so I'm gonna practice. Building a guitar like this will inspire me to learn more Eddie stuff and how he played. So it's kind of a vehicle for learning new techniques and skills. But yeah, that's my build. Took a dirt cheap used guitar, took it apart, gave it a sick paint job. I put a very thin satin clear coat over it, which I think looks nice. And yeah, rock on.